Hey everybody, I'm Brian Hart Hoffman, and welcome back to my Fast Fix Baking series where delicious and unique recipes meet quick and easy solutions. Today, I'm sharing a recipe for my summer herb dinner rolls. Fresh herbs, a quick rise, and an easy shaping method make these a crowd favorite, and they're so delicious. This recipe, along with some others, can be found in my brand new cookbook, Fast Fix Baking. You are gonna love it, and you're gonna love these. Let's get started. Let's get things started in the bowl of our stand mixer. And I'm starting with a small portion of our all-purpose flour. And then I am going to add our Red Star instant yeast. I've got granulated sugar and kosher salt. And then I'm just gonna let the paddle do a quick mix here. Not really anything too complicated, just get it nice and combined. Then, over here on the stovetop, I have a saucepan that I have melted some butter with water and sour cream. I've gotten this heated to 120 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I'm gonna add this into the bowl with the yeast mixture. We'll use the paddle to start and just get everything combined, and then we're gonna add an egg. But the reason we're letting this combine here first is to get the warm liquid with the yeast so it's active, but then to bring the temperature down just a little bit so we don't cook this egg when we put it in the bowl. Egg is going in. And then once your egg is fully combined into that mixture, we're now gonna start adding the remaining portion of the all-purpose flour. And then we're gonna get some herbs in here, and this is where you get to bake it your own. You can choose any herbs that you want. I have also made this exact recipe without any herbs at all because sometimes you just want a really good yeast roll. At this beginning stage using the paddle, we're getting this mixed until what we call is a shaggy dough. And I'll show you what a shaggy dough looks like. And then we'll switch over to our dough hook and do more of the kneading like you would know from a traditional bread dough. Now, I've got some beautiful herbs here. I've got fresh chive and I've got dill. And if this were smell-o-vision, you would love the way this smells. Okay, check this out. When your dough is looking like this and clinging to the paddle, you now have a shaggy dough. But we don't want it sticking to that, so we're gonna get all of this off the paddle, and then we'll switch over to our dough hook. So this is just a loose structure for your dough, but we've got about 7 or 8 minutes of kneading before our dough is ready for its resting. Dough hook is on, the timer is set, and we'll be back when we have a nice, sticky, smooth dough. Perfect. Here is what your dough should look like. This is a soft dough. You can touch it, but it's a little bit sticky, but not too bad at all. So we'll get the dough off of the dough hook. And this is one of those recipes that I love because we're gonna leave it in this bowl and I'm gonna cover it for 10 minutes and then we're gonna proceed right to shaping. After 10 minutes, you can see that the dough has puffed just a little bit, and now we're gonna turn it out and divide into 12 equal portions. Each portion of your dough should weigh about 93 grams. I'm gonna just use my bench scraper to cut into pieces and section them off until they weigh 93. After dividing your dough, you're going to take each portion and you're gonna roll it into a 12-inch long rope. So just using your hands, gently work the dough from side to side, and keeping it nice and even until you have about a 12-inch portion. Then take each of the pieces of dough and just wrap it around your hand and you're gonna form a knot. Once you tuck the tail under, bring the other side to meet it, and then you have this knot that you can place on your baking tray. I'm using a 13x9 pan. I have a piece of parchment under, and I'll get the rest of these shaped and ready for their final rise before baking. Ta-da! Now let's cover and let these rise until doubled in size, and that's just about 30 minutes. The rolls have risen beautifully, and now it's time to bake. I've got a simple egg wash of 1 egg and some water. And I'm just brushing these rolls with our egg wash before the oven. These are gonna get nice and golden brown. Then they're off to a 375-degree oven to bake. It's about a 20 to 25 minute process in total. You'll see all of the baking instructions in the recipe. These are super simple. The rolls are baked. They're golden brown and beautiful, but why stop there? Let's get a garlic butter on these rolls just for a little more flavor and a beautiful shine. That's a party, and we haven't even had one yet. The beautiful thing about this recipe, there is no need to let it cool completely because hot bread summer is coming your way. Look at this. Oh, yeah. That's the first bite, but it is certainly not going to be the last. So good. Thank you for joining me today in the kitchen. The description for this episode includes the link to the recipe so that you can bake these right away. You'll also find information there about how you can be a part of the Bake From Scratch community. And please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to this channel so that you'll never miss another delicious moment in the kitchen. Now preheat your oven, everybody. It's time to bake.